What's up, Faiā fam? I hope your Tuesday is going well. This video is actually about the past and the future, ancient wisdom, wisdom from our elders, and also the passion and the desire for new things, right? The fresh, the shiny, the new. Now, I was actually watching a video by one of my friends, Wright, who, if you haven't heard of him before, Google his name, and you may see a lot of controversial stuff come out about him. However, luckily for me, earlier this year, I had a chance to actually spend some time with him at his home. And one thing that fascinates me about him is that he's a very holistic thinker. He's one of these guys that sometimes he's too smart for his own good, and he knows it. But he's very rarely wrong on fundamental things. We both, from the time that I've known him, have a love for history, philosophy, and looking at things holistically in general. Now, he talked about Bitcoin in a recent interview, and how a lot of people right now in the Bitcoin space don't understand Bitcoin fundamentally, that it is actually more about the economic system as opposed to the computer science part.
I think people look at all of this the wrong way. They neglect the killer application of Bitcoin and think there needs to be something more. The killer application is money. It is the first money that won't be debased.
And this was something that I sort of realized very early on, and where sometimes I get quite frustrated when a lot of people are, geeking about all the technicals, but missing the fundamentals around the economic side. Now, how that relates to the past and the future is that he said something very interesting.
Many people think that everything that their elders have done is just flawed. Well, one day you're going to be one of those elders, and everything you've done will be thought of as flawed by the people that come after you. These
days, we tend to forget the wisdom of the past or of our elders. And it isn't until we actually grow up or get older that the words that maybe our parents or our grandparents or even great-grandparents said don't actually start to make sense until you hit that point in time. So although it's great to look at the new, the shiny, and the innovative, sometimes we do need to take into account the wisdom of the past. And this is something that I'm actually going to be bringing into the Faiā brand. As much as I love my tech, and as much as I love the future, I believe there is so much from the past that we have forgotten. I remember years ago, someone was telling me about historical amnesia or cultural amnesia. And, the perils of this is that if we do not remember the past, we can't learn from it. So what we end up doing is just repeating the same mistakes, right? But maybe in different ways. So with that, is there anything that you can remember that maybe your parents or even your grandparents said to you when you were younger that is actually quite relevant now as you've gotten older? Comment below this video, and remember, through patience and persistence, it will come.